Hello everyone. 14.2.3 just released, and unlike before, I have actually managed to make an update video on time. But putting my personal issues aside with content creation, I'm gonna explain the two biggest changes in this update, which are some map changes and an addition of a new candy in SCP-330. So here I go. The map changes include what I would call a rework of Gate A, some minor additions to Gate B, and some elevator changes to the server room and heavy containment. So I'll now hop into the game and show you the changes myself. So now I'll just give you a walkthrough of the reworked Gate A. I still find that funny. Anyway, the checkpoint here has been changed visually. Gameplay wise, it's still pretty much the same, except something happened down here, as you can see. As you just saw, Gate A is now based on 2 floors rather than 1. And the right elevator is now on the 2nd floor. So that means the only elevator you have to worry about on the 1st floor is the left one. On the surface zone, it's also the left one. And the right one takes you to the right one. This part of the hallway is gone because of the said elevator change, and instead we have these new stairs, which is how you access the 2nd floor. Before I go up there though, there's now scaffolding on the first one because there's some construction going on the 2nd floor. It's still pretty much the same as in the live build. You can jump here and stuff like that, but the scaffolding here makes it a little bit easier to traverse and also gives you visual cover against your enemies, and you can have some cheeky spots like this one. I'll show that in a bit. The stairs here, only 2 pairs. You can see the elevators right there. However, unlike on the 1st floor, the hallway here is cut down even more, with the whole left side just being inaccessible. The only play space here is the left side of the hallway and the scaffolding here, which on the 2nd floor is a much bigger area. You can hide here a little bit, although the railing here might reveal you because it's see-through. But this is also a great spot to defend from, because if you're going into Gate A from this angle, you're not gonna have a good time, since they will probably see your legs first. Also, while coming up here or just going down, be careful because you can actually fall down here. Just a heads up, since in some stuff testings it actually happened to me, and I don't want you to share the same fate. Now, just to give you a basic idea of where to expect enemies when entering the reworked Gate A, I placed some dummies down just to show you. This new scaffolding gives a huge visibility advantage to the chaos down there. It's a very tight angle for him, but I can barely see him, so if I'm just running in or even checking, it's gonna be hard to hit him. Obviously that here is already alive, but the 2nd floor now becomes a big challenge because that person up there will probably see my legs first. So if I'm checking anything else, thinking it's clear and stuff, and then moving up, I'm fully exposed. Or if I'm going to this elevator, oh look, there's a guy there. No, I didn't really position him correctly. And also, you can have some insane stuff like this in the stairs with these railings here giving him an advantage. Because when I'm going in, this is covering his whole body, so I need to move him a bit to the left again, and I'm also an easy target for him. Now obviously the update just released, and I just thought about these to show you, so in game you might never get these, or you might, but I just want to help out. So with 939 on the 2nd floor, you might discover your jump is just too big for this little crossing here. So when you want to jump, you need to do it from way here in the back to even reach something like this, for example. If a person holding this angle and they don't know you're there because your footsteps are silent as 939, could be a good surprise. You have this little railing here, so you could crouch down, and if you see someone coming, you're a perfect angle for the door, although you'll have a bit of airtime, so they might react to it. Regarding Peanut, you can just easily teleport up there. And he has a big range because of how small the room is. So be careful, because even if it's down there, or up here, he has a pretty easy teleport. you could just skip the stairs. And also, there's this little thing here next to the fence. He can use the teleport up there. Then from here, just make his way to you. So yeah, don't underestimate Peanut. And with Breakneck, you travel even further. So just be careful. The most I've gotten with 106 with my limited testing so far is on this angle right here. I can teleport to the second floor. Skipping the stairs, and with the speed boost, they probably aren't reaching this lift. And remember, 106 can walk through glass, so if for some reason it isn't already shut down, you could do something about it. And now, what we have right here is Gate B, which received way less changes, but still something significant enough to cover. You may already notice, the weapon management table is now gone. It's now up there. So SCPs can't claw at your kneecaps when you're standing on the railing. But the most interesting thing is this vent. Which on its own doesn't do much, but the moment you throw an activated grenade in there, it'll just go through it. Which effectively removes grenade camping this elevator. Even if you throw it perfectly here, a good player will react and just stand here to tank all the damage. So you probably aren't doing much with this. Flashbangs can be thrown here and still maybe achieve the same effect if a player is just not reacting fast enough. But yeah, this is a pretty significant nerf to grenades, and with Gate A having 2 floors, I don't think it needs this addition. The server room change I was on about has to do with its elevator system. Now, when it's called up, and is up, after 5 seconds, it will automatically go down. As you can see, didn't do anything there. So from now on, you'll pretty much never find it not ready for you to use an escape with. And the new addition to SCP-330 is the Black Candy, which you might have already seen on Halloween. However, it's now been adapted and ported for the base game. To summarize it briefly, if you ever played on a modded server of those coin plugins, which can give you random effects, it's basically that but vanilla. They can teleport you to rooms, give you lots of random effects, and they spawn very rarely actually, way lower chance than the normal candies have. I'll use a few just to showcase how gambling is bad for you. Or in this case, good, we got some Invigorated and HP. Imagine if it was decontamination. That wouldn't be good, would it? Teleport once again, alright. Nothing fatal yet. Just helpful or somewhat helpful things so far. Oh, and I died. The reason I spawned in immediately is because I'm alone on a server and a spawn was queued up. But yeah, you could just disappear like that and could lead to funny moments because you don't know a body behind or your items. So yeah, as you can see, gambling is truly bad for you, but you'll probably do it anyway. So at least I encourage you to have fun. Because it is a nice addition, and of course when Halloween is active, it will go back to its old self again. Jesus Christ, okay, I'm never using this again. So, thank you for watching. I hope the video was informative enough since I speedran through this just to get it out in time.